Assalamu alaikum everyone. So today I thought that I should deliver something different. In the previous lectures we discussed just about uh, the bakery products and technology. So we're discussing about that, but I think we should add something different. I am fond of reading books. So I was reading a book and its name is Think Before It's Too Late. So I thought that I should, whatever I read, I should share with you people. So this is chapter number 4. I would summarize here. I would not. I'm not here to just teach how to read books and all of these things. What's written in each and every line. But I read the chapter number 4, knowledge and information. So I thought that I should share this with you guys. And actually this book is telling us the importance of critical thinking. So I think, I personally, in my personal opinion, I also think that critical thinking is very important in different areas of life, in many aspects of life. So in this chapter it is given that just knowledge and information is not enough. If we have knowledge and if we have information and we have facts, then we don't think, if we find the solution of every problem in a traditional way, then we don't think it in a different way. But if we should do lateral thinking, we should think about things in different way. So whenever we think about the things in different way, whenever we realize the importance of possibilities, then we think the things in a different way. So first of all come the point about possibilities. So whenever we have the information, whenever we have the knowledge, then it doesn't mean that we think about the things in a traditional way, in the same way as the people from thousands of years ago are thinking. So it doesn't mean that we should think in the same way. If we think about the things in different way, we can be wrong or we can be right. But this is the way, thinking about the things in different way, this is the way, this is the method to develop new possibilities. So whenever new possibilities develop, then creative ideas are created. So when creative ideas are created, then if they are valuable, then we say that it's creativity. So whenever creativity emerge, then we find the things differently. When we do the thing in the same way, then we get the same product. But whenever we do it in a different way, then we automatically get the different product. So this chapter is focusing on that if we have knowledge and if we have information about anything, then we should not rely on the traditional ways of thinking or doing the process or doing anything. So we should think about this in different way. Actually, if we talk about computers, so whatever we put into the computers, we command that, then the computers do the same. But the writer is not supporting computers because they don't have any chance, they don't have the ability of possibilities, because possibilities are the leading, you can say that they are this is the route that is leading to creativity. So whenever there is no possibility in anything, then no chance of creativity. So that's why the writer is discouraging computers. He's not denying the importance of computers. We think everyone knows the importance of computers, but he's just putting the argument, he's just putting the statement that of the proof that computers don't have the ability to think, but humans have. So when we start thinking about the things in different way, then we come up with different alternatives and different possibilities. So there is a great relationship between possibilities and creativity. So whenever we do anything, whenever we start a project, or we have the plan to do anything, then we can use six heads principle. The writer talked about this in this chapter. Before explaining, before telling about this six heads principle concept, I would like to tell that the writer is discouraging argument. Thousands of years ago, people were relying just on the argument. But whenever we do the argument, then we forget the principle. Then we forget the main purpose of discussion. We start discouraging others. We try to win. This win loss game is started in the whole discussion. So that's why the writer is discouraging arguments. The concept of argument is discouraged here. So after this argument concept, he discussed about six heads principle, because whenever we use this principle, we can avoid the arguments easily, because every person is performing under each head. He's doing his best. He or she is doing his best, because whenever we put an argument, when we are doing discussion, and when we are giving our arguments, if the argument is against the hypothesis, then we say that it's a discuss. If two persons are at the same point, and if two persons are discussing about anything, one person is putting his suggestion, his or her suggestion in favor of the topic, but the other person is putting his suggestion against the topic. So it becomes chaos. What to choose? Who is right here? So when we use six heads principle, then it becomes easy for us to choose, because the person who is putting his argument against the topic, against that point, then we put that person put his or her suggestions, his points in one category, and the other person who is giving his suggestions, who is giving opposite suggestion, then we put that person in another category, and both of them are performing best. So this is there are a lot of benefits of six heads principle. According to the writer, we can manage the things easily, and we can save our time by using six heads. So the heads that are discussed here are like blue hat, white hat, red hat, black hat, and yellow hat, green hat. So according to the writer, I would elaborate a little bit here. So when we talk about blue hat, this is used at the end for the outcome, and we use this at the beginning of the discussion. I can use it at the end for the outcome. We give the whole summary of the discussion. We give the whole summary of what we have chosen for planning, what we have chosen to do, what plan we have made. So then comes white hat. In white hat, we put the white means white paper. So we put the things, we collect all the information that we have, what information we have, and what information. For example, we are starting a new project, so we will put all the things, like what information regarding the project we have, what information is required, and each and everything. We put all these things in the white hat area category. Then comes red hat. Red means fire, warmth, emotions. So red hat, in this category we put the emotions, feelings, each and everything of the persons, their opinions in the red hat. So next comes black hat. Black hat, in this category you can say that this is for critical thinking. So what the critics say about the project, or about the things that we are discussing. So we put the opinions, or we put the points that are given by critics. We put all of these things in the bracket. So if a person is so if a person if a person is in the favor of the statement, then we in favor, the person is in the favor of the statement, or putting his suggestions, feelings, and we put all of these things in the red hat. But if the person is thinking about this in a critical way, and you can say that sometimes it can be against the statement, so we would put all of these things in the black hat. So every person is doing his best, his or her best, according to his rule. So the next hat is yellow hat. Yellow means optimism. So what the positive thing about the statement? We put all of these things in this category, all of the positive points, what we can do, what are the positive results, what are the positive results that we can get from that we can get. So we put that all of these things the yellow hat area. Then comes green hat. So green means vegetation, growth. Green means like growth, thinking the things in different way, thinking about different possibilities, differently thinking about the alternatives. This is a very important point. So then comes the point showing off. So whenever we are doing arguments and we try to show off, it's our priority, it becomes our priority, unfortunately, that we try to show off. So but we lack performance somehow at any point in the discussion. So but when we use a six heads principle, then all of this show off principle is eradicated, but we just show off performance. So we can say that this is a showing off of performance, not of attack. So the writer says that argument is good, it's an excellent method, but it's not enough. So we need a different method and framework for exploring a subject in a constructive way. So all of this was from my side. This was just a little effort from my side. I tried my best to summarize the points here that are discussed in the chapter 4 about knowledge and information. I would again tell here that critical thinking is very important. So just try to think about things in a different way. I repeated this sentence again, that think about the things in a different way. So writer also used the line that be different just for the sake of being different. So Allah Hafiz, we will see you in the next lecture. I'll see you in the next lecture with a different topic.